Let's look at 3 more things that's going to help you determine if you are job ready. The first thing you want to consider is, what are the obstacles that prevent you from being successful in job interviews, especially when you have to be job ready. So one of the first things that's going to come across your mind is this nervousness, anxiety, because someone's asking you questions and you don't know how to answer those questions, right? I'm not sure what to say. I want to sound smart. I want to be the person they pick to get the job. So you try to be very careful in what you say. And then you might feel unprepared, even though you are prepared, right? And then you don't want to make a mistake because you don't want your mistake to cost you the opportunity. Here's a secret for you. It's so simple. This is what I use to psych me out. So I want to give it to you. You have to get excited when going on interviews. Why? Because a complete stranger wants to hand you some money. If you can convince them that you're the best person for the job. So stop thinking about all the negative stuff. Focus on a stranger wants to give you money, and all you have to do is convince them that they should hire you and not someone else. The second thing, when you're offered the job, do you negotiate the salary? Now, I can tell you in 30 years, 90% of the people that I speak to said they don't. Why? Because they fear if they negotiate, they're going to lose the job opportunity. Or they're just not sure what to ask for. But then they're afraid they might say something that make them look unprofessional. So here's a tip. You should know what the pay is for the job before you show up. And you should know what you want in salary before you show up. So that way, if they ask you, you just say it. Now, some people are going to disagree with me. They're going to say you should never mention salary first because it might pigeonhole you. You might get stuck. I've never had that problem, and you won't have that problem. Let's say, for example, you're going for a job and they say they can pay between, 60 and 90. Now, if you know what you're bringing is valuable, then ask for the 90 and justify it. If they tell you we can only give you 80, is 80 sufficient for you? If it is, accept it. See, simple. I always aim high and work my way down. But if you start low, it's hard to work yourself up. So don't stress. Negotiate. They're expecting you to negotiate. They're going to try to lowball you anyway, so you might as well negotiate. Just ask for what you're worth. The worst they can say is, we can't give you that, but this is what we can give you. The third thing you want to consider is, what do you believe is the best option to help you to keep your job and to move up within your job? Let me give you a couple of things that might be some of your options, and I want you to start thinking about this. The first thing is, the network. Get to know the people that you're working with. That's important. Talk to them. Get to know them. Some people have great friendships on the job. People they never thought they would be friends with, they become friends with. The other thing is, continue to learn. And I'm going to come back to this one in a minute. Then you have, focus on yourself and do whatever's necessary to succeed. Because some people think like that. Then you have, take credit for other people's work. Now, why would I say that? Because if you're anything like me, you've been in situations where someone took credit for either your work or someone else's work. And they got bonuses, pay raises, promotions, and everything else. And then when they got to that position, they couldn't deliver on it anyway because it was never their concept, their idea. Honestly, out of those 4 things I just mentioned, you should really focus on just the networking part, getting to know people, and continue to learn, continue to upskill. If you're not marketable, who's going to hire you? So you have to stay marketable. If you watched all 3 videos, I've given you 9 points that's going to help you to determine if you are job ready.